What's going on, guys? Welcome back to NolanTCG, and we are back here for another month of a dollar deck build. So this format has seemed to be developing pretty standard. Realistically, nothing's dramatically changed yet. Burst of Destiny is still a week away as of filming this. I believe it will be like 4 days after this releases. That may see some changes. We may see stuff like Flundereese come in. That is going to be a very solid budget deck, so do expect to see that running around. As well as Sword Soul, of course, the big one. There is also some Evil Twin, and stuff like that's going to be lurking around, as well as a big boy Hero Fusion. But I figured now's probably the best time to do our $200 deck build. We can go super niche and try and get it budget down for the next video and try and do a $50 deck build. And then we might go all out and do maybe like a $500 deck build after that, given that this format's going to be slightly extended as to normal. But as always, before we do get started, please remember to drop down below and hit that subscribe button if you are new here, because we are always happy to have new people on the channel. And let's get on into this deck build. So, of course, we are on TCG Player. As always, we have open our beautiful dueling book on this side, so we can, of course, put the deck in. And we'll bring up a calculator so that we can properly calculate the cost of our deck. Perfecto. Hopefully that doesn't constantly close, but we are building Striker, so we are, of course, going to search for Sky Striker cards. I didn't say we were building Sky Striker. We're building Sky Striker. Spoilers, it's in the thumbnail. You should know by now. Sky... Oh, boy. Striker. That's how you spell it. Okay, perfect. So of course we want to definitely go buy low. Perfect. Okay, so starting us off, we'll go for one Hercules base. Let's just search Sky Striker over here. This should be a pretty easy start to this deck profile or deck challenge for the $200 deck build. Sky Striker. There we go. Get rid of the stag. Okay, so we're gonna first off go 15 cents on the Hercules base. So we're gonna go 0.15, add in one copy of Hercules base, followed up with one copy of drones at 0.29, easy as. Then we've got, after that, one Eagle Booster at 0.40, still very, very cheap. This engine has gotten surprisingly cheap. I thought when they had Engage come off the ban list that it would get expensive. Evidently not. It didn't move at all, as now we have one copy of Kiner, because this just fills up the extra as well. You're going to have so much room to spend money on, like, just generic stuff. So now I have the one Kiner. Then after this, we've got the Sky Striker Ace Kagari. That's at 3 of, but hey, it's 54 cents. That's like, what, $1.62? So we're going to go plus $1.62. I've made a mistake. Let's redo these calculations. Okay, perfect, we're back. Made sure to readjust that calculations to make sure we're right. After that, though, we will put in one copy of Jamming Waves at another 0.56, going up to $3. Is that correct? $3.43? I'm apparently just using a phone calculator wasn't wise for this. I would definitely recommend using a better calculator when calculating the cost of the deck. But yeah, so we've got the 15 cents, 30 cents, and 40 cents. Why is... Yeah, $3.40... That sounds fine. $3.43. We move. Then after that, we've got our multi-roll, so we're going to need another plus 0.73. Perfecto. So we get our one copy of multi-roll. Originally, I thought Kagari was at 1 and I was being an idiot, but no, Dueling Book would tell me if Kagari wasn't at 1. Okay, so we've got that. After that, we've got our drones. We've already got drones. We've got Kagari. We've got Kiner. We have now an Afterburners at 0.92 plus 0.92. We got one copy of Afterburners in there, giving ourselves lots of utility. Do we play the Terraforming package and 3 copies of Area Zero? We'll play Mystic Mine, so maybe just 1 copy of Area Zero for now, maybe 2. It's $1.40, maybe. Oh, we forgot Ray. We've also, to skip past Ray there. That's probably important. Oh, also there's a Area Zero that I missed earlier for 96 cents. So we'll go for 2 Area Zero. So that's an easy, what, $2.92? $1.92, sorry. So plus $1.92 on our 2 copies of Area Zero. Where are we? 2 copies of that. We can sneak in a Terraforming later, as now we go for 3 copies of Ray at $3.33. So plus 3.33, easy as. This deck is already starting to fill up. We've got that, we've got cross scissors, we've already got multi-roll. That's it for the first page. Let's move over to the more expensive things. Hopefully, Rosé has been reprinted at this point. Yes, it has. It's like $2.11. This deck is so cheap. After this, though, do we go for 3 Hayate? We can't afford access code, so I think 3 Hayate is the way we're going to have to go with this. So we'll go that. Da-da. Perfecto. And we have our 3 copies of Hayate. Our Shark Cannon now. Do we go 1 or 2 Shark Cannon? I think just 1 for now. So we'll go plus 206. That brings us out to an even $18 as well. Then we have our Rosé. So we'll just go 1 Rosé. So plus 2.11. Easy as. 1 Rosé comes into the main deck. Now we have our Engage. So we only can afford 1 Engage because Engage is at 1 on the ban list. Imagine the scenes in this deck was so cheap and it had all this stuff at 3. So plus 0.24. Easy as. So we have our Engage in the list. When this came out, I bought like 6 boxes of Dark Saviors. And I pulled 1 Engage. I pulled like 6 Anchor, but 1 Engage. And it made me feel really, really bad. It was like the first time I dropped a lot of money on product, and it just backfired so horribly, and I hated it. By the looks of things, Anchor's going to be the only thing that's... Shizuku's a little expensive. Why is Shizuku so expensive for? Does it, like, not have an easier to get reprint? Sure, it's $6.45, so we're going to go for our 3 copies of Shizuku at $6.45 each. That's going to rack us up a bit of money once we go... Well, I suppose after that, though, we only have the Anchor to go. Do we buy the token? Maybe. Maybe we buy the token. Now let's go... So we got 6.45. So we're at 41.70 after the Shizukus, and now we've got our 3 copies of Anchor coming in after that. That balloons us out to plus... What's that, 21.30? 21.30. Perfect. So we're at $63 for effectively a Sky Striker core. Now we just need to flavor it with everything else, really. So we got to go for a Terraforming after this. Terraforming. We'll go and get ourselves a Mystic Mine. Hopefully Mystic Mines haven't gotten too expensive. As we're going 23 23 cents on a Terraforming. So we go plus 0.23. Let's get ourselves that Terraforming. Wonderful. Now let's see how much Mystic Mine costs. Mystic Mine. $7.62. Perfect. I thought it was going to be like $20, to be honest. I thought it just kept ballooning up and up and up. So that is that. We're at $70 after the Mystic Mine. We still have $130 to mess around with here. Let's go for a 1 copy of Mystic Mine. We'll get our Foolish Burial Goods package in next. So let's go for our... Why'd that just go down so far? And also nothing typed. Foolish Burial Goods. Perfecto. $2.17. This is a ripoff. But that's going to be what? $6.51? I think. Yeah, $6.51. So 6.51. Wonderful. There we are. We can always cut 1 Foolish Burial Goods later if we don't want it. But now we need our Metal Foes Fusion. Metal Foes... All one word, Metal Foes. Metal Foes Fusion. 28 cents. Bargain for a draw engine. 28 cents for Metal Foes Fusion. Do we play... Yeah, we play Desires and stuff like that in this deck as well. May as well. Just play as many spell-based draw engines as possible. Let's check out how much Desires is. And then we get an upstart. Pot of Desires. Wonderful. $1.65. So we get plus 1.65. Plus 1.65. Plus 1.65. Because I'm doing it the brain dead way, apparently. Then we go for our Pot of Desires. Can we afford Ash this time? Is this the list where we can finally afford Ash? Even though I know we can afford impermanence now. Absolute bargains, those impermanences nowadays. Upstart. What if Upstart Goblin is just like weirdly expensive? Because it used to be. That's only $2.20. Currently out of stock. Ooh. If it's currently out of stock, we're going to move to the next one. We're going to go for that Secret Slayers Super at $2.46. Perfect. And we'll get that Upstart. At least not looking too bad so far. You should be able to see that list as I pop that up there. Bit of a quick flash of that list. Hopefully it wasn't too quick that you can't actually see anything, but hey, it was there for a second, you should have hit pause. After this though, we need some hand traps, probably some effect veilers to start. Do I play Called by the Grave in this list? Maybe. Are we playing blind second or are we playing a going first build? I don't think we have the money to play a lot of the blind second stuff. So I think we play a going first build, we put some floodgates in here maybe. So effect veilers only the $2.65, so we'll go $2.67, sorry. Almost ripped ourselves, ripped TCG player off 6 cents. Plus 2.67, plus 2.67. Perfect. Those we're at to 93.06 after those. Effective Veiler. We'll get ourselves some impermanence next. Infinite impermanence. Easy as. So we're $8.60. Absolute bargain. So that comes out to what? 24, 12, 24.18. So we got plus 24.18. Easy as. So we got those wonderful infinite impermanences. Too good, too good. So we've got 7 cards left to go in the main deck. The side deck, not so much space. We only have 5 cards to go there. That's probably going to have feature stuff like Unicorn and stuff. Let's go and put a Nightmare Engine into here. Oh, we need Zeke. I forgot about Zeke. How much is Zeke? Zeke is 425. Because Zeke wouldn't have shown up on that first page. Or did we just scoot past it? So we got plus 4.27. Easy as. Put our 1 copy of Zeke into the main deck. Then we go and get ourselves some Nightmares. Because we can't afford the access code package. I just click Unicorn. Oh. Plus 0.64. For a Nightmare Unicorn. Nightmare. Put that Phoenix in as well. We'll go and get that price for the Phoenix now. Do I play something dumb like the Cyber Dragon package, like used to be playable? Because that'd be stupid. Plus 0.49. We're still in at like 122. And we still have so much space. How much are Evenlies nowadays? Surely we can't afford them. Evenly matched. Do we just play Gozen? Gozen in the main? How much is Gozen match? We can't afford evenly matched, but we can certainly afford Gozen match. We're going to definitely put those in. That'd be, what, $4.50 minus 9 cents. So that's $4.41. 4.41. Easy as. We get our Gozen matches. 1, 2, 3. Perfecto. We can probably afford more copies of Mystic Mine. Let's sort this deck so we can kind of visualize it a little bit better. Ash Blossoms were what? Ash Blossom. We can't afford Ash. That would blow all of our remaining budget just on those 3 cards alone. Rivalry is not something I think we want to play, given that it could hurt us. Given we want to go from machine to machine. Oh no, yeah, we want to be able to go from warrior to machine, and that would hurt us in that sense. What is a good tech card to kind of play in Sky Striker at this point? How much are Ghost Spells? Surely we can afford Ghost Spells. At 510, that's 1530. We can afford Ghost Spells, so let's go plus 1530. Let's get ourselves some Ghost Spells. 3 of those, please. How much are Lanciers? Lanciers could be necessary. Well, we need token collectors as well. The new generic card you need to be playing in every side deck at $2.20, so that'd be $6.60 plus $6.60. Perfecto. Token collector at 3. Now we get some... Oh, we put some Solemns in here and just... Yeah, I think the Gozen's probably go in the main deck. We play the Solemns. How much are Judgments? Strikes aren't too bad. Judgments aren't too bad either by the looks of it. Their cheapest looks like it's that $4.19 set. So we got some Solemn Judgments at $4.19 each. So we get plus... We need some back row hate. So $4.19 times 3 is what? 12.60 minus 3 cents, 12.57. 57. Get ourselves 3 copies of Solemn Judgment. Then we'll go and get ourselves. What do we need? We need some cosmics. So cosmic. Oh, cosmic cyclone. We need to out those tri brigades that will just always hard open the Imperial Order. So what's that? So $6 minus 60 cents. So that's $5.40 plus 3. So that's 543. So plus 5.43. Easy as. Cosmic Cyclone coming right up. We're going to be well under budget at this point. 3 copies of Cosmic. Probably going to main deck. We can main deck our Harpies, and we just lose if they have it in game 1. Let's go for Harpies. Harpies Feather Duster. I hate put. There it is. There, cool. I hate putting in the proper Harpies thing. So plus $3.89 plus 3.89. Easy as. We still have $30 left with 6 cards remaining. Oh, we need 2 cards for our extra deck. Harpies Feather Duster. What could we fill out in this extra? Because I am so used to just being like, oh yes, Halka Fiber access code, let's go. That's actually going to be a little bit of a difficult choice. Aside though, we need maybe the Solemn Strikes. How much was Strike? God me. I am messing up everywhere. Oh, do we go for like a better Floodgate? Maybe. Still. Solemn Strike is here sitting at 4 that. So that'd be what? 15, 14, 14.94. So plus 14.94. That gives us like just a touch under $15 to get the last 3 cards of our main and our 2 cards for side. So we go for our 3 copies of Solemn Strike. We've got our Phoenix and our Unicorn in our extra deck. What link for? Oh, we need. That's what we need. We need a Ningirsu. Oh, goodies cheap. Cool. So plus 3.59. I thought Ningirsu was going to be really expensive. Ningirsu. Easy as. What else could we look at here? If we've got this, we've got just a smidge over $10. We can't afford a lot of expensive stuff. As we're looking at it, Droll? Could it be Droll? I think it has to be Droll. Let's have a look at Droll. No, I think actually Droll's out of our price range now. Droll and Lockbird. Better search Lockbird. Okay. Oh, it's $5. We can afford 2 Droll, and then we'd have like no money to finish. That's not gonna work. We need another hand trap that is better. Realistically, I could put the Gozens into the main deck and then play something like a Forbidden Chalice. We've got, like, Mind Control could also work. Let's go Forbidden Chalice. Forbidden Chalice at 72 cents each. 3 Forbidden Chalice. Rounding out the main deck. That could work. Maybe a Kaiju. Kaiju could work. Or we have the Chalice for the extra negation. We'll go Chalice. So Chalice at 72 cents each. That'd be what, $1.40. Then we go out to $2.10 plus 6, so $2.16. That gives us just over $8 to finish this main to finish our extra deck, really. Forbidden Chalice. 3 of those will. Do we keep doing the main deck? I think we just main deck the Chalices. Yeah, let's main deck Chalice. Let's go for it. It's a negation that puts a spell in grave. Yeah, that's 100%. Let's go for that. Now we do need to finish this extra with the $8.47 we have remaining. We've got ourselves our Ningirsu, we've got Phoenix, we've got Unicorn. What else could we potentially need? Could go for a Link 4. Actually, it could be Topologic Zeraboros. Zeraboros. Topologic Zeraboros, is it the budget card that we need to finish up? That would actually give us a little bit of money to mess around with. We could potentially turn strikes into drolls. That could be a thing. Yeah, let's... Wait, what was... I'll put in the Zeraboros. Let's go. So we got plus 0.44. That leaves us with still $8 to go. Zeraboros. Going into the extra. So now we look at strikes versus drolls. So strike... Solemn was $5. So we have $8 left. And then Droll and Lockbird, I think that was 10. And that's... Oh no, Drolls were just $5. Oh, we can just... Oh, they'll say listings as low as 15. So has this been bought out? At which point, that wouldn't really be fair saying market price. This isn't going to show me the correct thing that I want to see because it's shipping to Australia only. Recent sale... No, the market price is way too high on this. There's been a buyout on this recently by the looks of it. At which point, I don't think we should be counting Droll and Lockbird as being a $5 card. So, because market price says $5, but then you can see all the sales. It was $5 like about a couple days ago. But outside of that, there's been a lot of... Oh, these are all first eds moving. Okay. What's the listings? So it's Unlims. Oh, they're Koreans. Fuck's sake. They need to get rid of those listings on TCG Player. Yeah, Unlims. Yeah, let's not count that as being a card that we can get. I think overall the only thing we're maybe missing in our main deck is a Called by the Grave. We could switch out a Called by the Grave for a Foolish Burial Goods. Called by the Grave. You know what? We'll just buy the Called by the Grave on top of it. 41 cards, it kind of matters, so we'll gift the Foolish Burial Goods to a friend because we've got a bit of money spare. We're good charitable people, aren't we? Okay, that then does bring us to our deck profile portion of the video. So this is essentially the list that we've managed to cobble together with the, I guess, quite large budget. I think you could easily have snuck in a Sky Striker deck under $100. Whether or not that was wise is another question, but ultimately the entire engine doesn't cost that much, and it's simply what you build around it, which is what is expensive. If you're going like full money to spend, away we go. Your access code is your option. Of course, with the like gold rare potentially coming out at the end of the year, or those leaks actually happened this morning, and there was a Photoshop that access code wasn't real. Keep that in mind. That was a joke from a little while ago. I don't know where we're getting an access code, but that's completely irrelevant to the topic we're on here, because we are on the subject of Sky Strikers. But let's go through the list that we have ended up with. Of course, our monster-based hand trap is our 3 copies of Effect Veiler, up with our 3 copies of Ray and our 1 copy of Rose. Then for our spells, we have the 1 copy of Call by the Grave, 2 Foolish Burial Goods. Of course, we did gift our 3rd to a friend, because we're very nice people. Then after that, we've got our 3 copies of Forbidden Chalice, along with 1 copy of Duster, 1 Metal Foes Fusion, and 1 Mystic Mine. Then 3 Pot of Desires come through after that. Then we go into our Sky Striker spells. We have our 2 copies of Area Zero, along with 1 Afterburners, 1 Jamming Waves, 1 Eagle Booster, 1 Hornet Drones, 1 Shark Cannon, and 3 copies of Widow Anchor. Then for our other one-offs, we've got 1 multi-roll by Force, we've got 1 copy of Hercules Base, another Enforced Engage being here at 1, followed up with Terraforming, and of course Upstart Goblin. Then for our traps in our main deck, we do of course have our 3 copies of now Budget, Infinite Impermanence, kind of budget, still not super budget, kind of budget. And then 3 copies of Solemn Judgment, of course, come through after that. Then for our extra deck, we of course have your Nightmare package, so we've got 1 copy of Phoenix and Unicorn. We have the Ningirsu for Outing Dragoon. Soon there will be the Kaiju for Sky Striker, so that is something to keep in mind. Then of course we have the 3 copies of Hayate, 3 Kagari, 1 Kaina, and 3 Shizuku. And then 1 copy of Zeke is the last of our Sky Striker extra deck monsters. But lastly, we do have the 1 Zeraboros as a big cheap monster that can just out a lot of problems. Then we go into our side deck though. That does of course now feature 3 copies of Ghost Spell with 3 Token Collector, 3 copies of Cosmic Cyclone, 3 Gozen Match, and 3 Solemn Strike. That does wrap us up, though, for our dollar deck build video. I do hope you tune through to the end to kind of see where we went with this. I'm actually surprisingly happy with this, and I might actually buy this in real life. I haven't had Sky Striker in quite a long time, and whenever I have it, I normally sell it pretty quickly, because I get bored of it really quickly. But hey, I might pick it up, considering it's not too expensive at all. Of course, as always, though, I've been Ben from NolanTCG, and have a good afternoon, everybody.